What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And today I want to have a little talk with you one-on-one. And it's about a topic we've covered a little bit in the past, but a lot of new things have happened that are just going to allow me to talk to you about this in a different way. And that's the price of internet fame. That's the price of doing YouTube. The things that we experience, the things that we go through to create this content and to live this lifestyle and to do this stuff. And I'm going to talk about one of my mentors and one of the most amazingly fantastic people in the industry, TotalBiscuit. You may love him or hate him, but he's absolutely prolific here on YouTube, specifically in the gaming industry. I'm going to talk about a friend of mine, Dan Nerd Cubed. If you don't know Nerd Cubed, well, I'm going to link his channel below. I'm going to talk about a YouTuber I've never met, but I've read considerably about, Olga K, and her experiences with YouTube, and I want to talk about my own. And this is important, I think, as a viewer of YouTube, to understand what's going on the other side of the camera. And I think it's important, especially if you want to get into YouTube and try to be the next big YouTube sensation. Now, I'm going to start with TotalBiscuit because I consider him absolutely one of my favorite human beings. And I've only got to speak with him very briefly in life, but the times that I have been fantastic. And recently, he has made the decision to start pulling out of the public eye and interact less with his fan base. It started with turning off the comments on his YouTube channel. As he said on his subreddit the other day, that he's even backing out of his subreddit. He's not really paying attention to his... He's just going to focus on creating content from here on out, and he's going to try to avoid the feedback as much as humanly possible. And the reason for this, and you can read it in his own words, I'm going to link it here below, but he goes on to explain that he is definitely a strong person. And he is definitely thick-skinned. You have to be to want to be internet famous, to want to have internet attention, because internet attention is a negative, acidic thing that destroys you right down to your roots. It really does. And he talks about how everybody has the solution. Everybody has the solution. And they do. I hear 1,000 solutions every single day. Well, Boogie, you need to lose weight. You need to do this. You need to do that. Only eat grape stems. Walk 5 miles a day. You need to stop paying attention to what negative people say. You need to start doing better. You need to make better content. Your content sucks. Your content's great. I like the blogs. I don't like the blogs. I love the gameplay. I don't like the gameplay. Fuck, 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 fuck. It's a million voices in your head that never stop and always contradict each other. And it's hard. It's hard. And my friend Nerd Cubed, Dan, says that when you first start on YouTube, and that feedback is so important. When it's 5 people and 10 people and 50 people and 100 people and 500 people and 5,000 people, the feedback that they give you will shape your content, and it will shape who you are, and it will make you a better person and a better performer and a better actor and a better content creator. But there's a point, and clearly TotalBiscuit has reached well beyond that point, that it becomes a negative flow. That it's a death by 1,000 paper cuts. That's what John TB had to say. Death by 1,000 paper cuts. You suck. 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 Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Like a chorus. A torrential downpour of negativity. And yes, it is certainly wedged between all this love and adoration for the content you create, and all of these people who enjoy what you do. You saved me money. You helped me pick a good system. You helped me pick a good game. You saved my life. You taught me all about how to better myself. You served as a bad example, Boogie, by proving that I don't want to be as fat as you, and I got off my ass and I started losing weight. You've helped me, and it's all that's wonderful, and has made my life. But Psychology 101 tells us that if you shake 100 hands in a day and 100 people are glad to meet you, but one guy slaps you in the face, you remember the slap. It's hard. It's hard to remember all those slaps, and we're getting slapped in the face not once, not a dozen, not 1,000 times a day when you reach that top 500 on YouTube, when you reach that million subs, when you reach that 100 and some thousand Twitter followers, it is constant and torrential. And the psychological effect is so strong that it can tear somebody like TotalBiscuit apart. And he says in his post that it has begun to help, it's begun to affect his mental sanity, it's began to affect his physical condition, that he's overeating as a way to cope, and that all he wants to do is work and make videos and make us save money, help us not buy bad games, and support himself, his family, and the people that rely on him. And a lot of people will tell you that we make ridiculous amounts of money. And I'm not going to lie, there are some of us who have reached six figures. There's very few of us who are ever going to reach 7, maybe 5 or 10 in the history of YouTube. But there's a good number of us who are certainly making right around 6 figures. And one of these people is Olga K. Now, Olga K. Got interviewed by the New York Times, and I'm going to list that article here below. And she goes in to explain that for her, $130,000 a year, which is a very graciously large amount of money to take home. She is working herself to near death, trying to come up with a large variety of videos, the ability to stay relevant, the ability to stay relevant. One of the things I saw somebody tell TotalBiscuit, something that people have told me, is take a break. Take a break. Take 2 weeks off. Enjoy your life. Enjoy all the things that this has brought you. 2 weeks off in YouTube can be a death sentence. And I am terrified every day that I'm going to have a depression relapse or a physical relapse that's going to put me in the hospital, that's going to keep me from working for 2 weeks, because the amount of relevance that I will lose can cause an actual snowball effect that destroys my livelihood. When this YouTube bubble bursts, and it will, we will beg for 2 more weeks. And we will lament those 2 weeks we took off. It's complicated. And it's hard. And a lot of people are saying, man, it's not as hard as physical labor. And it's not. It's not. I can't imagine doing construction work. I can barely walk to my living room. So I certainly can't do construction work. It's not as hard as working in a hospice. It's not as hard as working fast food. It's not as hard as being a dishwasher at a Mexican restaurant, which I once was, or working security at the University of Arkansas, which I once did. This job is, by all intents and purposes, technically easier, but there is a price. And the price is hateful emails. The price is hateful tweets. The price is having people harass you in public and online. It's to have people try to fuck with you, to dox you, to share those docs, to try to hack into your accounts, to fucking deliver pizzas to your house, to fucking swat your home, to put nasty, disgusting things in your P.O. box, to harass you, to destroy you, to wreck you, to tear you apart. Simply because they know who you are, for the lulz, for the laughs, for the fun. That part's hard. And the worst part about it is, some of us are still going to end up flipping burgers. Just saying.